What is going on, bro? So we are back off to a fresh start, back in our regular gym, and I can already tell you, coming in here since Friday, coming in Saturday, now coming in today, feels really good to just be back with the good quality equipment that we kind of come accustomed to using the past couple of months. It's I would say between that and the overall environment makes a huge difference, because I can tell you there was probably more days than I could count that I just didn't feel like I wanted to get up in the morning knowing that I had to go back to the old gym, just because it's just still the same old people that are there early in the morning, still doing the same stupid shit, and just not the environment that I want to be in, not the environment that I want to be around. So yeah, this is definitely great. We're doing hamstrings today, starting off with the hamstring curls. And like I was saying in, I believe it was Friday's video, so basically now hamstring curls are going to be reserved solely for hamstring day, and then leg extensions are going to be reserved for quad day. That way I can split them up. The targeted muscle group of that workout is still getting, warmed up, getting the joints warmed up, getting blood flowing to the main muscle, and then almost kind of pre-exhausting them before going into the main lifts. So we're a couple warm-up sets in on this. Just finished up with the first working set, which it's been a while since I've used this machine, so I was kind of playing it, or trying to be a little bit moderate with it, because I wasn't quite sure where I'd end up. And I was able to get 12 reps, kind of struggling on the last two. I'm going to go into the second set, see what I land with as far as reps go, how it feels, and then adjust accordingly from there. I might end up going down just a little bit. So maybe not. Maybe I won't go down for the last set. I'll leave that where it's at, since I was able to get another 12, and then see if I can land another 12 for the last set, and if anything, at least hit 10. Let's go ahead and get in this last set. Another thing that I'll mention real quick is how much better the lighting seems in here too. The lighting, how all the equipment and the machines are properly spaced out. That also, in my opinion, makes a huge difference. I'll show you guys once I get done with this set. And that was a solid set. Very solid for another 12. We got Romanians next on the Smith machine, which they've moved over into the far corner. I'll kind of show you guys real quick. All right, so just gonna do a quick little pan, show you guys kind of the layout. So looks like most of the leg equipment is down around this end, right? Kind of open area over there. All the leg equipment, some shoulders, some chest press, obviously the cable machines, all the dumbbells in the front. And then to the, I'll just pan you around over this way, wall over here, have all the cardio equipment, all the Stairmasters and whatnot. And then kind of behind me would be the, I guess, like powerlifting area where they've kind of got like the platform set up for deadlifts, squat, things of that nature. So yeah, it's definitely significantly better space, more space for sure for all the equipment and whatnot. But I'm gonna go ahead and do those Smith machine RDLs. So I finished up with set number 1 on these RDLs. I was actually trying to find a better angle for you guys, being that this Smith machine is over in the corner, does get a little bit darker in here, or I guess over here. Doesn't really help that all the walls are black either, so it doesn't reflect as much light, which I love the black aesthetic, 100%, but for being over in the corner over here doesn't really do it any good. So I was able to get 10 reps on this first set, and I do miss using this for the RDLs because the Smith machine at Amped, where we were going, doesn't, there's a lot to be desired, I'll say, with it. It doesn't load the hamstrings as well as this one does. And I don't know if it's because of the bar path. It is also a thicker bar, so that kind of, plays into account too. But the bar is thicker. This one, even though it doesn't move as smooth, which actually that could be a lot of the problem, is the other one was too smooth to where you couldn't really feel the muscles engaging as much because the stability of the machine was compensating and kind of taking that feel out of it. This one loads up much better, and I'm debating on whether or not I want to go up just a little bit going into this next set, which, if anything, I might throw a 10. We'll start with a 10 each side. See how that feels for this set. And then for the last set, we'll adjust based on this one. That one was pretty good. I might be able to go up just a little bit more, but I don't really want to push it on this movement. So for the last set, maybe out of 5. See if I can get another 10. If I can keep 10 reps across all 3 sets, then I'll be good. So next week, I know going back to this, I can handle a little bit more weight than I was using on the other one. I'll do this last set, and I did go ahead and add the extra 5 each side. See how it goes. And then after these I've got leg press. That one should be pretty good. I've got a couple of different options that I can use for that. Like 4 different leg press machines here. There's one I'm gonna try out because I think I've used all of them but 2. And it's gonna be the same one that I do the calf raises on. So I'm gonna try that out for leg press because I think it'll be pretty good. Yeah, that was probably, I think, about as heavy as I would want to go for these, jumping back into these. We'll see how next week feels. And then adjust accordingly. Obviously, I know I'll be able to start with a heavier weight than I did this week, but hopefully that just sets me up better in the coming weeks. Let's go do some leg press. So I finished up set number 1, and it was exactly what I thought. Let me explain. This machine was gonna feel exactly how I thought it would, which feels absolutely great compared to other leg press machines that I've used before. I like this thing quite a bit because it has the flat part for like regular leg press, which, you know, I would argue is more targeted for the quads, and it's got this angled portion that angles upwards, which I would say gives just a little bit more activation in the hamstring. And tried out both. That first set did most of my reps with the flat plate, and then switched over to the top plate just to see if I could feel any difference there in activation between the quads and the hamstrings. And I did notice more of a stretch in the hamstrings on that top plate, while still loading the outside of the quads fairly well. So I loaded up some more weight because that first set was pretty easy. Let's see where this lands me. Yeah, it feels really good. I'm able to slow down the reps enough and really focus in on the feeling of it. And I can say that definitely feel on the negative portion of the movement, feel a deep stretch in my hamstrings, right into kind of like the glute tie-in. So a little bit of glute and hamstring stretch. And then on the concentric or squeezing part of the movement, definitely feeling that through kind of the hips, outside of the quads, even a little bit of the inner quads as well. So I like this one quite a bit. I'm gonna add, for this last set, add a little bit more weight because I still feel like I got 12 reps fairly easily. So throw that on there real quick and then we'll see how it goes. I know it's a little dark over in this corner. Got one last set. Throw on another 45 each side. And try for another at least 10 to 12 reps. That was the last one. Good looking out anyways. All right, so we're done here. I think I'm either gonna do split squats next or hips. I'll probably do 2 sets of splits next. That way for the final movement, I can be seated, a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, go ahead and do that. See you over there. Let's readjust this thing. We're only doing 2 sets of these, and I've got to do them because I didn't do them last week. Should be good. Pretty good. Floor is definitely a bit more stable over here than at the other gym, or at the last location, I should say. Actually, the having the mirror right here in front too might help a bit. That's a pretty good set. I feel like I might be able to go up just a little bit. We'll see. All right, we're moving into the last set. Doing these, then finish off with hips. And then, I don't know if I'll be checking out the pump afterwards. They're supposed to be building out a posing room. Not exactly sure where that's gonna be in the gym, and what the timeline's looking on when they're actually gonna get that done. So until that time, there's only this wall of mirrors with all the dumbbells in front of it. Something about these just feels better on my left leg than it does the right, stability-wise. Good shit. That sucked. But I pushed through it. Go finish off with the hips, and that'll probably wrap it up. So I've already done 2 sets on this. This final set, gonna add another 10 pounds each side. Not going too heavy with this because my legs and my lower back are pretty fatigued. So don't want to risk straining anything. So just another 10 pounds. Got about 30 seconds to go. Try and catch my breath a little bit. We'll finish up this last set, unload everything, and then try to get 20 minutes on the treadmill. So I weighed myself this morning, and I have kind of stalled compared to where I was last week. Still overall 5 pounds down from where I started. And this is just now going into week 5. So with trying to be around a pound a week, it's still kind of tracking. But right now, I would like to be just a little bit lighter, like maybe a pound, to know that progress is still moving in the right direction. Oh, one more. All right. I don't know how many that was exactly, but I can tell you that my hips and my glutes are on fire right now because of it. So we're gonna say it was 12 reps. I don't know how many it was exactly. Let's go ahead and log this set real quick. All right, that's done. The workout is done. That is gonna be a wrap on this one, guys. Tomorrow, I'm gonna wanna check out the pump. I think I can see it in the mirror just fine. My legs, because I'm wearing shorts. But I think tomorrow, chest day, I'm gonna wanna check out the pump. So try and find an open spot in front of the mirrors, check that out. All that being said, if you made it to the end, I do appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.